Welcome to The Secrets of Success. By following the proven techniques of the guests who appear on this series, you'll learn that even successful people run into detours and failures, and how you can apply their success techniques to change your life.
You're now listening to the most unique show on radio, the show dedicated to making you a success. Want to break through to the world of awesome? Well, listen to the words of great Grandmaster Tae Yun Kim. Tae Yun Kim, welcome to our show.
Oh, it's wonderful to be here, Bert.
Now, Tae Yun, as I said to you before the show, you have an amazing book called The 7 Steps to Inner Power. But you begin your book, and I know now you're an entrepreneur, you're a motivational speaker, you're a martial arts great grandmaster, but
yes.
You started off your life in Korea in a very tough way. Can you tell our audience a little bit about that?
So my life story? Well, I was born in Korea, and South Korea. It's not North Korea. I was born with my family and first daughter. And my culture is believed, especially when you are first born and Lunar New Year's, it must be the boy. But then they discovered I was a girl, and of course my grandmother was so frustrated, so unhappy, angry. My grandfather was so angry, and they called me curse. My grandfather went to an ancestor altar saying that, what I have done, this curse. She's bad luck. She's shame to the Kim's family. You could imagine that what the life was like. So that all family, all the relatives, and the whole village point a finger at me and keep saying that you don't deserve any other life, but we're going to fix your man and you're going to produce 12 sons. You're supposed to learn how to cook and sew. And then you might be, maybe, it's okay for your life. That's what my first introductory, yes.
Hey, just for our audience, I want to repeat that. Literally from the moment you were born, you were considered a curse on your family because in Korea you were not a boy, correct?
Yes.
And basically all your life, because having read this, I was amazed at the story. It was like a TV movie, how you were treated. Anything that happened, if it rained, if the crops weren't good, it was all your fault, even though you had nothing to do with them. They blamed it on you. Is that not right?
Yes. They think that I brought a bad luck and a curse and Kim's family through my birth, being in a girl.
And just to summarize, because I was so amazed, when you finally did meet a friend and you were so happy to have that friend, you two were walking together and she was blown up with a bomb. Is that?
Yes, that was during in the Korean War, and I was 5 years old. My family abandoned me because they thought it's a perfect opportunity, just kind of erase me. I think they were hopefully me die, or I don't know what their plan to, but I was abandoned, and then I was so scared. And I'm crying out. And I said, Mommy, I'm scared. I'm crying out. That was my next neighborhood, some relative uncles. Shut up, this girl, you got a loud voices. Come with me. And they dragging me, and we were fleeing, and we're going out. And the bomb is dropping, and the people was all over everywhere, and I know I did. I'm crying. And then I was so tired. I say, I'm not going to run anymore. And I look up the sky. I remember I looking in the planes, and I saw that it's so sound. It's really scared. And that moment, and this girl's approaching me. I did not know who she was. I did not know what's her name. But she said, you can't stay here. You got to run with me. I'll race with you. But, Bear, what happened? First time I heard that the people can talk to me so sweetly. I did not know. All those are happening. She wasn't yelling at me. She said, come with me, race with me. I was so, wow. She was so nice to me. I said, oh, my God, yes. Then I forgot my fear and scare of all the sound and looking for my mom. I said, I follow you. Then I remember I was running, just looking at her, running. Then all of a sudden I heard this kaboom sound. And I no idea what happened. But then when I wake up, first thing I was looking for her, because of her sweet voices, it was never experienced. Then I was searching her. Then I found her. Then she was lying in the ground, and blood is all over. And I shaking her, said, wake up. She never respond. And I did not know. I thought it was my fault again. I said, I will run faster. And
you thought her death was your fault, even though she was your good friend and it was a bomb. You thought that was your fault because people told you were bad luck.
Yes.
And
I thought so. I made that happen.
Tae Yun, I just want to tell our audience, in case they didn't hear me, even with this start, where you were really almost treated like a piece of garbage, you're an entrepreneur today, a motivational speaker, a great grandmaster in martial arts, and on top of that, you're not even 5 feet tall. Am I correct?
Yes, I'm only 4'11".
So I think we can tell our audience that if you can do this and get through it, anybody can. And I just want our audience to know, in case they tuned in late, that our guest today is Tae, spelled T-A-E, middle name Y-U-N, last name Kim, K-I-M, the great grandmaster, and she's written a book, 7 Steps to Inner Power. As you hear this story, it's more and more amazing, but do yourself a favor, get 7 Steps to Inner Power. And Tae Yun, can you tell us where we can get the book and your website?
Yes, you can get the books all on Amazon, .com, and also you can get the Barnes Noble. And also you can get the www.taeyunkim.com. And also I have a schedule to a book signing May 5th, San Jose, California, Stevens Creek Boulevard, and the Barnes Noble. And the May 11th, Redding, California, Barnes Noble. May 12th, Barnes Noble, Gilroy, in California. And the May 13th, and the Barnes Noble, San Mateo, California. And then we have a lot of schedule, yes.
We're going to have a lot of people at those events. When they hear your story, they've already heard how you started out. Now, tell us, you get into the book, and this is a show, The Secrets of Success. Why do so many people have limiting beliefs? You've overcome such hurdles. You came from Korea to America to Vermont, even though you couldn't speak English, and you got jobs here, and you actually taught martial arts at schools for free just to help other people overcome their limitations.
Yes.
So why do we all have such limiting beliefs?
Well, you know what, Bill, I think that we are allowed the other people, and we assuming right away they are the expert of life, the mom and dad or teachers, who maybe they may be, and we take it in as it is. And I've been told all my life, since I was a little girl, I was a bad luck. I've been told I was ugly, and don't play, don't do this, no. Then I remember, Bill, I was looking at myself in the mirror. I want to know, why were they calling me I was ugly and a bad luck? And I really uncover myself. I'm looking at it, thinking about other people. I wasn't really that ugly, so I don't know why they're saying that one. So I decided that whatever they're saying, they're only expressing a limited of thinking from their own view. They are not me. No one can eat for me. No one can sleep for me. No one can go wee-wee for me. No one can sick for me. So I decide, this is me. They don't know who they are talking to. This is me. I am not my mother. I am not my grandmother. I am the me. I am the being original. I have my own being. And I was very determined finding my own life. This is my life. I say to myself, be an original. Don't be a copy. I don't want to be like a mom. I don't want to be like a grandmother. So I think that people, reason they're limiting, they'll allow other people's opinions, other people's ideas, make a decision for them. I think that's the biggest we're having an issue. So, example like a bear. When I came from the Korea, when I came to America, I did not know how to speak, or I did not know how to even riding the cars or nothing.
That's what's so amazing, how you came to a state like Vermont not speaking English, and yet today you're a great grandmaster, you're a motivational, you're an entrepreneur. It's just an amazing story.
I say, you know what? I did not let those ideas, opinions rob my dreams. I do not give them to authority, steer my dreams. So I was very determined to actually, I use their negative ideas, opinions, fuel me, to motivate me. I was very determined. I am an original. I'm not going to be copy. So that's right. And the only things I can do I can do a janitor work and cleaning. That's why I got a job in Howard Johnson. And I started learning how to cleaning, using the shampoo machine, and the people get drunk in a bar. They calling me all kind of name. They even, they come to bathrooms, guys. They try to rape me, and thank God I know how to do martial art.
Even in America.
Care of them, one shot.
Even in America. Now, this must have been amazing, but there was a lot of discrimination to Korean people.
Oh, absolutely.
So even here, while it was better, you still had a very difficult life. And, again, thank God you were a martial arts, so you knew what to do to these people.
Yes. And actually, Bear, when I decided to do it, no matter what they say, I'm only saying it. They're only describing me through their own view, who they are. So in other words, Bear, when you talk to me, this amazing story you recognize, only reason you can see that one, because, Bear, you have a beautiful heart, you have a very positive character. That's why you recognize that. Someone who's very negative, prejudice, they are also very negative. Oh, you just like part of Asian, whatever, negative thinking, because they can only see negative things in their view. That's how I always say. When people say nice thing, I say thank you very much for your comment, but I want you to know that I am just a mirror to you. You're only describing who you are, and that's why we can connect it together. That's how I respond. Yes.
Now, Tae Yun, in your book, I think it's on page 7, you say that you discovered that it was more important how you dealt with circumstances and then the circumstances themselves. What gave you this strength? Was it the martial arts training that you had the strength not to give up when everybody was making fun of you, even your own family thought of you as a curse?
When the first time when I was really decide that I'm going to do martial art, then again I was influenced by environment that my uncles, I have 8 uncles of training, and they're so beautiful training in a martial art. And I want to be that one. I don't want to be like just go in a field and rice field and working and do this. So I asked my uncle to teach me. They calling me, I'm a curse, bad luck. You shouldn't really do such things. You should be learn how to become a woman. And that's what my grandfather tried to fix me, matchmaker, to marry me off. I was 8 years old, and when I turned to maybe 14, 15, they want to marry me off, and I don't want that. So you know what I did? When they asked me, my grandfather asked me, serve the tea, I boiled really hot water. Then I brought the matchmaker ladies. I dumped my hot tea in her lap. And she was, of course, very not happy, angry. But I was very happy inside because my method is to work. And she said, I'm never going to find your granddaughter and a husband, which that's what I want. I don't want to get married there. I want to really find that journey in my own life. I want to find out who I can be. That's what my grandfather asked my master, which means he was Buddha monks. And then what should I do with this granddaughter? And she was so tomboy. She's a bad luck and a curse. Why don't you make her she become like a monk? Then when he saw me, he said, my culture there, I've been taught you never look the eye contact when you're speaking to your elder people. you're supposed to looking down. In America, when you're looking down, it's like totally opposite, right?
Exactly,
you're insulting.
Yeah. Tae Yun,
So, and then, so
I'm
that's
sorry.
what, when he did it, that he decided teaching me, that's what I learned about life itself. It's beautiful. There is an eagle, there's a dolphin,